stall.
Stall. Yes, off. Easy, stall. Yes, off. Yes, off. Yes, good. Stall. Yes, off. Off. Ha! Yes, good man. Okay, get up there. Whoa, that's good. Ooh, it's like magic. Oh, I see you. Go, go, go. Through and flip. Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. There. Yes. Good. Good. Ouse. Through. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Badass. Go, go, go. Through and flip. Good. Ouse. Go, go, go. Ouse. Yes, ouse. Up, up, up. Ouse. Good. Right there. Yes, good. 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 Ouse. Through. Yes, ouse. Yes. Badass. Sport flyer. All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show. I've had some technical difficulty. I was supposed to be unveiling some super cool thing here. Right when we came in with the showstopper, didn't work. Didn't work. What else is new? And then as I was trying to repair that, my GoPro went out. GoPros are pretty awesome, but they're pretty freaking terrible too. It's a good thing they do things that other cameras don't, or they would have real trouble. Hope you guys are all doing well. Kimberly, I will get on your question here in a little bit. Hey, Josh, what's going on? Hi, Pan. That's probably not a good thing to stand on, sweetheart. You are not going to make it very long there. So what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? I haven't seen Sage Paw yet. What? All right, so I've had a pretty major epiphany. If you saw the last stream, you might have caught some of those ramblings. Hopefully they're somewhat coherent. And that epiphany about like how using a take hides everything from us, right? Like foundationally using a take. And it's why we're using the take in the first place, to make it simple so that we can learn it. Not bagging on it, man. Like in class, I think some of the people felt that I was really bagging on the take. I use it all the time. Like, it's super important. It is a vitally important skill, right? The thing is that using it can trick us, right? And anyway, the thing that clued me in on it is this technique and this little drill thing that we're going to do tonight. Tonight we're going to do flip tosses and vault tosses. Essentially a trigger. Simple, super simple little exercise. All right, I should be good now. Am I good? I think that looks good. All right, now let's try this super awesome thing here. Oh yeah, hang on. Let's hope this works this time. Is it gonna work? That is the question. Oh yeah. All right, I got that set. Ooh, maybe that's it. Uh-oh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to use this. That is a bummer. So cool. Do, 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 do. Wait, what if I'm sorry, guys. I totally will. This is a super awesome session. Just give me a couple seconds to see if I can fix this. This was supposed to be the test for tomorrow's show. No, it is going to break it all. It is going to break it all. Probably already did. How's this stream look? Is it okay? Sage Paw. Quite a bummer. What is the deal? Oh well. Anyone going to be up later tonight? I'll be streaming. Try and fix this. Such a bummer. Check you later, Samurai Steve. Maybe we'll see you this evening. Oh, now it decides it wants to. Hang on, maybe not. Maybe not. It's looking like. No. No. Yeah. Yep. Just give me 1 sec. I'm gonna shut down this super cool new thing. There we go. Back up to speed. All right. Just normal stuff now, unfortunately. Wah 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 wah. Do you have the hero disc banner up? That's kind of cool, right? Proudly sponsored by Hero Disc USA. I am throwing Hero Discs. I should probably, oh, you know what? I will. Get some practice with some sonics, some supersonics. Logoed supersonics. So, yeah, flip toss. We were talking the other night about like where the disc hits on a bite, right? There's also a point, the disc goes up and down, right? The disc goes up and down. The apex is the top, right? The top of the hit is the apex, right? So when we're throwing, a lot of times our target is actually the apex. So, is that in frame? Yep. Too high, too hard. And let me get a little lower here. Too low. Perfect almost. Perfect. Perfect, right? I didn't touch it that time, but it was perfect. That apex is the target. When you whip a hyzer throw out there and you throw it hyzer and you whip it way out there, what you're trying to do, let's set it up here. What I'm trying to do is to hit that pole with the apex make the throw, Boom, the throw goes out here. I'm trying to have it go up, 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 up. And now here's the apex. And from this point, it starts to roll down, right? So another way that we can look at that, I think we can see these discs here, is I'm going to go to the apex and land on those discs, right? So this apex is in front of the target. And what that's going to do is that's going to give me my dog's catch point right there. Right there. And if I don't catch it, shit. If I don't catch it, it goes down on the target on the ground, right? So that is what I'm calling apex early, right? That's apex early. The disc goes up, leaves your hand, it goes up, it apexes in front of the dog. It starts to come down, and then the dog flips for it, right? Or the vault toss is thrown 9 feet high, it comes down, throw it up here, boom, it's going up, right? Too close to my this and this are too close, right? So I throw it out there a little bit, it goes up, 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 9, 10 feet, it comes down, the dog catches it at 8, right? And that's a properly timed vault. So on the vault toss, yeah, fuck, I'll do it left-handed. So dog is coming from over there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apex here in front of the target. Where can I get that so you can see it? I'd like to use this camera because I think it's a little more clear right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apex right here, and then it's going to fall down and land on that. Top, boom, right? And so I'm not, I want the dog to catch it right here above that, right? I'm not going to throw it to that spot because that's going to go out there. Good girl, Cupcake. Do it, do it. Oops, I can't reach it. Come on. Yay. Oh my gosh, she's so amazing. Whoa, that is terrific. Good job, go to dog stuff. You can do it again in a sec. Right? Most people, when they vault, they like whip it out there, right? And, or not most people, many people. And you want to have that apex, you choose that spot. When I hit this apex, the disc drops on that pile, right? And you want to learn how to do that with the apex of the throw, right? The apex is often where it's caught on the flip, boom, or I can repeat the angle, boom, sorry, apex, boom, right, boom. It's topping out there. And early, or apex early, would go here and fall there. Notice, I'm trying to show you the angle of my hand, right? I'm going to go early and fall there. That was a little miss, right? You see the angle? Boom, and fall there. Or if it's vertical, I can fall there, right? So apex early, you're going to throw higher than the target. The dog will catch the disc on the way down at a point of your choosing, at a distance of your choosing. That's why you hit the apex. Throwing and like hitting the apex, boom, right? It's going to hit right there. That's where the catch is going to be made. All right, my dog is going to jump up, make the catch with his face vertical. I can drop it in there, or I can apex in there on that angle, or there, right? So that's essentially the drill, guys. So that's the deal. What we are talking about doing, you're going to hold, go ahead and grab some discs. You're going to hold your hand right here, like shoulder high, right? Hand down so you can just toss it into there. So this toss, we do the take, and we get in the algorithm of the take, and we're like, ah, and we're real powerful and everything. And then we try and throw from the take. It literally is from your right shoulder to this hand, right? It's literally just opening your wrist, right? So you want to hold up here, and apex into it, right? You want to hold down here and apex early. I'll apex over my right eye. Oops, my right eye, Ron. That'll be tough. Yep, too hard. Hang on. Apex over my right eye. Right? And you want to learn how to deliver this throw. So if it hits real hard, it's not what we're looking for. We want it to go up there and be plucked out of the sky. As a matter of fact, on that, you can see that right there, right? See if there's a gap in there? I want to throw it. I don't want to throw it so it sticks up in my hand like that. I want to throw it. Oops, that was a little low. So I can pluck it out of the air at the top. And that would be like practicing where your apex hits. Can you guys, let me see here. You guys, can you see that chord? No. Let me see here. Whatever. We can apex, we can hit the apex with a throw as well, right? And I can hit the apex like all day long. Maybe one or two more tries, figure out where it is. Too hard, little light, there it is. Too hard, but that wasn't bad. Too hard, good. And I just want it to graze that, right? I could hit that little piece of plastic right there, right? And I can do that from directly under it. I can also do it from there, right? From quite a ways away. And so I'm hitting the apex at the target. I'm apexing. I can even apex and drop down at this distance. So I'll apex early. Wow, that's really up there. That's a long way. It isn't the same as throwing out front. But I'll make it happen. Right? And that apex comes down and falls on there. So apex early. And vicious puppy. Apex early and apex early. And hitting the target with the apex. Super, super important for the flip, guys. Not even joking. And this here, if your flip toss is weak, this is all you need to learn how to do. And control the apex. Apex early. The dog will catch it on the way down. Or my target for the dog to hit is the apex here, right? So apex early right there. My dog would be catching it right here. So I'm going to go boom, pow. And I'm planning for the dog to catch on the apex. Or I'm throwing the apex alone, and I'm just working on focused hitting that target. You need the apex early understanding because you need to learn how to compute this tiny apex. Oops. Yeah, and so anytime I get really close, I'm liable to go to the right. This tiny apex, it was too far. There you go, right? A little short, there it is, right? This tiny apex or this large apex, right? Or super acute parabola, nice long parabola. So, yeah, I don't know what I don't know what to call it. It's just right here to there, and then with your hand like shoulder height, learn to make that toss into that hand. And learn where the apex is. So right now, this is super important. Right now, you're going to go out there and you're going to try and do the apex, right? And odds are you'll do it. You won't know what the fuck you're doing. The algorithm of the flip will overwhelm any sense of understanding what the apex is, where it is, why it matters, etc., right? So while you're doing this, right, recognize that you might not know where that is, right? I mean, hang on, I'm going to try one more time. Was I close? Try one more time. Anyway, you need to know where that is, but you don't just call Google. You know what I mean? You don't look at your phone and check it on the fucking app. You actually have to know where it is, which means you have to pay attention while you're driving around, not look at your friggin' phone, right? Meaning, instead of looking at the flip, oh, where's my flip distance? It's right there, okay. I'm gonna hit my apex right there, right there, right there, right there. Oh man, yeah. Apex done, right? That isn't it. You want to do an acute parabola. You want to do still acute, but it's wide, right? Boom, right? And then we even want to be able to do an obtuse parabola. Oh, come on. It's a tough reach. Hang on. Almost. Bang. Right? You need that comfort with it. All right. Everybody got that? Hopefully I'm still here. And listen, if you're digging this, I would really recommend and really appreciate anybody hooking up with us on Patreon. The patrons for class patrons get access to DiscDog Dojo class as well as other classes. And this is something that we did Tuesday, right? Alicia, who's here right now, was struggling with her flip toss. And her flip toss that she was struggling with was that. You know, I've been working on that, Ron. I've been working on that flip. Man, I just can't seem, just not good. I got to practice this flip toss. She did not need to practice the flip toss, right? That is not the problem. She could do that in her sleep all day long, right? But she doesn't know enough about it to put it into this situation of working with the dog, right? And then when you do this, right, you go rut and flip and make the throw here, you have to control the apex, right? So a lot of times people will hold here and then the dog will start to jump and they'll try and throw it, right? And so the dog is leaping for this target. He's started to go for here and then you move it on him. And it looks weird like that, right? The throw looks funky and weird. So in order for you to be able to do rut and flip, I need the dog to be right here, right? Right here, right here. And I've been doing the take, right? Boom, looks good. The dog sees it. It runs away from him. It hits up here. The dog is smashing it here. And then I send the dog rut, and I don't know what the fuck happens. Right? All kinds of weird shit happens. Or you go here, and then you try and do something like that. Alicia was doing that one a lot. Very, very common. And I think now it's because we don't have any idea of the targeting that we're looking for. This is where the dog is going to catch it. So I want to throw it to that point. This is where the dog is going to catch it. So I want to make sure that I throw it, to that point. And guys, this is not any, like, fuck, dude, how easy is that? Right? And that's all you're doing with a flip. With a flip, apex is about here, right? Dog is going to flip from the stool, right? There's that flip toss. It is so small, right? It's so small. And we treat it like, oh my fucking God. And the reason we do that is because we don't know how to not do that. When we're throwing, we want to apex there. And then we apex there and we learn to be like, oh, it's the other one. Oh, flip toss, right? And people are, oh, super soft, right? Really, really weak in setting up that flip. And we also need to be able to drop it down there, right? And go super high. Lock it down and make sure I don't cheat, right? Okay, super important. Should be able to get a shit ton of reps. You can spin the shit out of it as well. For those of you guys who are awesome at it, who are already like real proficient, like you do that and you're like, man, that shit's money, whatever, I'm done. You are. It is a nice exercise just to play around. You could also do it left-handed, right? Oop, a little hard. Boom. 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 You can spin it. And this gets dicey and difficult, guys. So if I spin the shit out of it, that apex gets a little tight. If you struggle in the wind, with your flips, you need that. Because odds are you can't spin it without throwing it. And when you do spin it, you lose the touch required to make the short throw. You can do the same with lots of spin to there, right? Oops. Gosh darn it. So I always do that, right? And I like to pull it back. You can see it drift back all the time. It's a little strange for me to throw really hard or spin really hard and release to the front. So pros, right? If you do this and that, and you can do your angles, that and that on the angle of, you see the hand? So I can apex there, right? It's a really tough throw, by the way. And it's a tough concept to do horizontally. Apex there, or I can fucking shoulder, drop there, same thing. But yeah, this ripping it makes it hard to find the top. You can probably hear it hitting my hand a lot, right? A lot of sound probably coming out of the mic. And I want to be able to do that so that I can pluck it too hard. Just pluck it out of there. And I also want to do that super high, or not super high, but pretty high, and drop it into the target. You can combine these. You can do an apex. I don't have anything hanging. So, an apex here. And hit the front corner of the climb table. Apex on the bottom. Front corner of the climb table. Oh, really short. Gosh, man, I am freaking not at all powerful. Right? That's pretty freaking close. And I know you can't quite see it from there. Whatever, you're going to have to trust me. But you can also, and you should, work that, so if I'm kneeling here, I can apex my vault toss and drop it on the corner of the front corner of the black climb table. Gosh darn it, watch out, puppy. It sucks, guys. My fucking shoulder doesn't work anymore. It's gonna make me cry. I'm not kidding. It's gonna make me cry. Vault toss, I can hit that and drop it right on that front corner, all right? The vault toss has this application as well. So when you're throwing a leg vault, this is perfect. When you're throwing a leg, that's about where I want my dog to catch it, right? Right about there. And you know what? I'm going to go sideways so that, yeah, perfect. So that you guys can see. My dog is going to catch it right here, right? And so what I want to do is I want to, shit, I am going the wrong way. I want to make the toss so it drops or hits. God damn it. Oh gosh, hang on. Let me go get some airs. It's sad, man. Like, as soon as I get up close to my shoulder, and like especially if I'm wide, my hands don't work anymore. It's fucking sad, man. It is sad. Ooh, we'll use some Purina discs. Oh, we don't have them here, do we? All right. Did I just move all of those? No, nice. Those are heavy. Yeah, here are some Purina discs. We'll use these. All right. So, I'm going to drop it onto that. You can see that it apexed high and fell down right there. I want to go through that, right? Now, that's on a linear vault. The linear vault apexes early, drops down. And that happens so that I can say top, and I can give the trigger. I can make the throw while the dog is on the ground. So I make the throw here. If I hit the apex, which is where he's going to catch, right? He's not going to be there. He's still navigating the leg vault, right? So what I want to do is I want to use the early apex and the drift down to allow my dog to target a known trajectory, right? If right from here, from the take, dog's coming up, I pitch it to there, he doesn't know what the trajectory is. So when my bad funky shoulder kicks in and I do something like that, he's fucked, right? Or I do something like that, that was behind it, he's screwed. If that goes up and down, if I wind up behind it, he's fine because he is collecting for the target. Can't stress that enough. So on the linear vaults, you're making the throw about 18 inches higher. Top, about 18 inches higher than the target. Top, boom, right? Same thing here. Top, boom. That was too low. Did you see the apex was right here? Too low, man. If this is where the dog is going to catch it, the apex has to be up here and the disc falls through there. By the way, this one is usually late because we don't throw until we know the dog has committed. Top, boom. So I like that one much more than the one that hit the target because that one got up, dropped down, giving my dog the time to make the move. Hang on, let me, I'll be right there, Amber. So the apex for the leg vault or for the linear vault is going to be early and drop down because you want the dog to see it up here and then track it and do all the math and say, yep, it'll be right there. Same thing I'm doing here. See that target? The apex is right there. Done deal, right? I do that math. We need a little bit of time, and the dropping down helps that. Now, the rebound, right? So I'm here, I do a rebound, yeah? When you're rebounding, almost all the time it's a pursuit vault. The dog is right here. You suck the dog up, the dog's face is coming up, and you throw. The rebounds are going to be apex. So right from here, I'm going to bring the dog up, I'm going to make my toss. The dog is going to catch it about right here. And then when they catch it here, they go, right? So I'm going to go rebound, right? And then I'm going to throw to there. That is the apex. And that's all. If I'm way up here with my hand, like let's say I'm way up here with my hand and I have to, let's say the dog is catching here, right? What I can do instead of reaching all the way up and doing a tiny little toss, which takes a long time, and you reach up the whole time the dog is chasing, right? And then all of a sudden an erratic thing happens. It's not very helpful. If from the ground you open up and your dog sees this beautiful target right there, you open up and bang, that happens, right? That dog is like, fuck, dude, that shit's easy. Get out of the way. Boom, get out of the way. I'm going up there. So on the rebounds here, and this will be easier, reverse leg vault, yeah? One of those lines, that line right there that's behind my head, I'm going to hit, no, it is this one. Yeah, right there, right? So rebound, boom. And I'm apexing it there. I don't want to apex early. Rebound, boom. I'm sorry, here, rebound, boom. I don't want to apex early. All I'm doing with almost the toughest of rebound tosses is throwing from like my ear or my shoulder to right there. Boom. Right? You're just worried about how high the disc gets on the rebound. On the linear vault, you want just wanting the disc. So if I have this angle here, so I have to throw it right there for my dog, right? That's the angle for the flip, or for the flip off the body, right? If that's the angle, I can also go there. Notice that the disc is matching that angle. That was too high. There we go. There we go. Oops. There we go, right? So I can practice that apex, and I can contrast it with that or that, right? So linear vaults, apex early, drop down. The target or the catch point is going to be lower than where the disc apexes. And on the rebound, and most all flips, all vertical flips, I think you could say, the apex is going to be very close to the point of catch. Let me go back through some questions here. All right. I'm glad you're back now, Alicia. Amber's working on it. Yep, we did this the other day in class. Awesome. Yeah, guilty of the, I don't know how to throw it. Oh, fuck. You know, and then I come in and I do like, okay, hit this target. I can't do it. Okay, hit this target. And everybody hits the target. Everybody hits the target, right? You don't need to practice that. You need to do something with that teaches you that this is different than that. From a targeting, a touch, a sense of, or a targeting, a throwing perspective, and a sense of touch on the throw. All right. How about a demo for distance flip along with the apex target and type of throwing? Yep. So I can go ahead and do that. Let me, I'll pull this a little closer. Get a little closer, don't be shy. Get a little closer, air it solid, extra dry. Do 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 do. Right? All right. So, working from my knee, the flip toss. Right? I'm going to go to 2. And the first one, I'm going to apex in the hole. Did you see it? Hey, Cupcake, don't do that. It's into net. But you got to be careful. So again, I'm going to apex in the hole. Right? And you can see that the angle's good for the distance flip. The disc gets up and it gets into the hole and it just kind of sits there, right? This time I'm going to apex early and drop it in the hole. Hey, Cupcake, come on, you little fish. I know I see it. I'm going to go early, drop it in the hole. A little short, right? It's a pretty tough read there. Pretty tough read, pretty tough throw. The shorty, or the proper distance floater, super easy to get that apex up there in the corner. This one here is really extreme. It's really hard for me to get. I mean, I could apex there and drop it in pretty easy. But I want to get this big expression of it for you guys. Hi. Whoa, you are doing it. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Look at her. I'll do one more. Bang. Apex at the target. Apex early. Okay, there it is. There it is, right? Whoa, look at her. Yeah, awesome. So that would be the distance flip. We can do the same with a vault toss, right? So it's going to be a good way to show this. Look out, Cupcake. Fucking cutie. So look out. You can't, you're going to break the net. Going to break the net. So with the vault, say I'm doing a leg vault, right? I can apex it there. God, I can't. It so sucks. God damn it. It's going to make me cry, guys. I can't fucking lift my arm. I can't make a vault toss. Welcome to old people world, Ron. No, really, you can do it, right? So I'm going to apex there. Come here, pup. Come on. So I'll try and do it with. So I can apex there, right? Or I can drop in there, right? So I can go bang and drop in there. So if I do my vault tosses and don't get my hand above my, I don't know, rib cage, my hand works and everything is good. If my hand gets it all above my rib cage, my pinky doesn't work. The outside, the distal, or no, what is that? Lateral, I think. Maybe it's medial. You're confused there. So again, I'm going to go apex into the hole, bang. So it apexes, hits its highest point right at the 2, and then I'm going to apex early and drop it into the 2. You do not want to throw a linear vault. You don't want to make the apex the catch point. Right? You don't want to do this if we're catching at the bottom of the ring, right there. We don't want to have it hit there like that. That would be the apex there. What we want to do is we want to have it drift into the hole. God damn it. Sad. Gonna need a stunt double for vault tosses. I want to throw it up and then have it drop down into the hole. Don't want to apex there. I want to drop into it. All right. Flips and vaults both have this principle. Yeah, right? Cupcake is totally ready. Yeah, you should be able to slow this stuff down, the Throwing Thursday stuff on the restream or the whatever. Don't know how to say it. Okay, so what? There's nobody here, so anybody have anything? I can't begin to tell you how important this is. Anybody who left, shame on them, literally. But you know what? I have to say, it's that algorithm of the take, right? Yeah, I know that. I got it, right? Because we have the need for the early apex has cupcake. Don't do that. The need for the early apex is not, is she? Don't pick on the old lady. The need for the apex, for the distinction between those two, is not at all readily apparent if you are a victim of the algorithm of the take, that thing that I was talking about yesterday, where because I do it and it works, and you know, I took my take from my vault and I just made a toss out of it and it worked. All you people who can't make that transition are just fucking idiots. Something's wrong with you. Something's wrong with your dog. Bad luck. Something, right? No real reason for the performance deficiency in some people after a take foundation. Just no reason. Or the wrong reasons, right? As soon as you do something that requires you to have an early apex, to drop the disc down, let's say anyone who's worked with me who wound up getting the trigger fixed on the leg vault, right? In particular, leg and back vault, right? All of a sudden, that early apex and dropping down became a super important thing. Before, when they had an unreliable trigger and they were trying to hit a bullet with a bullet, dog is running this way and okay, I got dog, is the dog coming? Okay, let me try and put the bullet on the bullet, right? For the people who learned like that, the early apex and the sense that the dog needs to see the target early or from the ground, it doesn't compute, right? And it isn't until you are forced into performing the early apex or the apex on target, right? Have to do the early apex, or a lot of times it's the flip toss, that apex on target, that gives people shit because they're looking for the target out there, right? They're not looking for the target in space. But anyway, there's no need for this, right? You just can't see the need. And I think that is, yeah, a light bulb moment for me, for sure. Yeah. What do you mean, the difference of disc angles, Amber? Anyone else, feel free to jump in. So can you explain the differences of disc angles on those throws and show the 3 other people who are still here? Yeah, right. Well, I could be on Facebook and get a bunch of transients. They'd come in and out and probably get a bunch more views, right? More participation, but I can't do Facebook anymore, man. And if I do Facebook, it waters down my YouTube, right? And so I'm essentially trading getting sucked back into Facebook or forced to deal with Facebook, right? In order to get views. And I'm already doing it with YouTube. You know, if I could get off of YouTube entirely, I totally would. If the Patreon was okay, yep, yeah, we're on that. That was actually, I've kind of hit on it a few times, Amber, but I did not. Ooh, yeah, me too. But I did not do the full treatment yet. So yeah, like we talk about the angles, right? Are you delivering it at the right? Yeah, I'm delivering it at the right angle, right? And then they're not delivering it at the right angle. And the reason is they don't really know that the angle is important. The right angle is the one that worked. Did it catch? Did it look cool? That's it. That's the one, that's the right angle. And that's fucking not true, guys. You know? The vault could be entirely mechanically and mechanically deficient, and you make the catch. Yeah. So this is exactly what we're talking about. So here's what's happening. Here's what's happening, Kim. You're bending down to vault. Hang on, before we go, do you have a leg vault? I know, right? Don't get sucked back in. Yep, I agree. I agree. It's hard. I'm doing well with my 3-scroll rule. I have a 3-scroll rule. I get on Facebook, I open it up, right? I check my notifications, right? And I haven't been doing that very well if you've got notifications here on me. And then I look at my memory. I look at 1 scroll, 2 scrolls, 3 scrolls. So if you haven't heard from me on Facebook, that's why, right? I have a 3-scroll rule. And that usually gets me any big news from the people that I'm close to, which is good. Anyway, all right. So Kim, with your back fault, your dog is, you are trying to hit a bullet with a bullet, okay? So when you bend down, you look back and make sure the dog is coming. And then maybe you look to where the target is going to be, and then you deliver the throw, right? Or you drop your back, you look, and then you throw. And usually that look in the middle, you should be looking as you drop your back. What's happening is your dog is leaving the ground, and you're checking that the dog is completely committed. And once the dog is completely committed, which means leaving the ground or off the ground already, you then try to hit a bullet with a bullet. That's amazing. I can't even. Right? You then try to hit a bullet with a bullet. So the dog is already in the air and you're throwing it to him. Your precision has to be this much, right? And it isn't. So when the disc is over here and the dog is already in the air en route to your back and it's supposed to be here, the dog goes, oh, it's over there, it's only 1.5 feet. I can get that. Sorry about this, Kim. Sorry about the torn flesh from your back. Dog leaps over there and gets it, right? And tears your back up in the process. If you tell the dog where we're going, top, it's going to be right there. You go neutral. You drop down and you throw. The throw is up while the dog is still on the ground. And it goes this way. The dog says, oh, yeah, no problem. And while they're on the ground, they adjust their collection to this direction, not to where they think it's going to be or where you're supposed to put it in their mouth, right? And so the moment you do this, you don't need a vest. You don't need a vest at all. There's no scratching, there's no pounding, there's no beat down, no nothing. Yeah, rest in peace, Sally. Sweet lady. Sweet, sweet lady. I heard about that the other day from Linda, Alicia. Yeah. Yep. It seems like it was a tough road the last little bit. From what Linda said, she had a good spirit about her, which is really awesome. But yep, miss that lady for sure. So okay, let's get back on this. Let's look at this. Let's look at this question again. But when my dog does the back vault, he's light when I tell him off. But when I incorporate the disc, he digs in too aggressively. How do I stop this? So again, I asked Kim, do you have a solid leg vault? Do you have the same problem on your leg vault? So Kim thinks that, and Kim, I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound like I'm being a dick. I'm totally not. It's just the easy way. I'll demo it. I'll demo it tomorrow. So today we're going to go through the theory of this throwing stuff, and tomorrow I'm going to revisit the theory, go over it again, and then I'm going to do some practical expressions with the dogs. So don't miss tomorrow or catch the restream. Speaking of which, you guys, you can totally tip your dog trainer. Always tip the dog trainer. It's a pretty easy link to get to. If you tip, I got a new thing, man. I got a new thing. There's a new animation that goes with it. I'm just saying. And of course, Patreon is always an option as well. Okay, eGrift over. Seriously though, I would really appreciate it. It is, it's really nice working for my patrons, right? If I were just working for likes and views and whatnot, and we had a few people on this stream, I would not be okay. You know what I mean? But when I have people that actually care, and whether or not they see all the content or not, they care enough to say, hey, Ron, you should be doing that. It's plenty for me. You know, it's plenty motivation for the times when, you know, a really nice piece doesn't get much traction. So,
love the lives.
Yeah, see? Look at that. It's going to get better too, guys. There's going to be all kinds of crazy shit. That's Brian, by the way. That's the best voice that I could find. Let's see. He's very aggressive when he gets the disc all the time. Yep. And you can attribute that aggression to one of the key elements of tonight's discussion, and that is trigger and target, right? Ben, a guy in class, Ben Shyrock, he's got a hot shit Cocker Spaniel, man. His dog is a fucking badass, field-bred Cocker. And that dog just goes a gazillion miles an hour. And, it totally did. Rewind a tiny bit. You guys saw that, right? Hang on, I'll do it again. I'll make it happen for you. I do have to turn on Brave, though, so give me 1 sec. But the sense of the trigger and the target, right? The reliability of where the target's going to be, and the fact that we start together, meaning I make the move, you respond to the move, and the team are timed from that point on. My movement sets up your response, and my movement together are our timing, right? My movement, you respond, trick happens. My movement, you respond, trick happens, right? And what happens, this is what's happening with your interior moves, is you start to go and he goes. So if I'm doing a flip and I start to go down and the dog goes, now the dog is going and I have to put it in his mouth, I have to make it happen, right? It doesn't work like that. I make the throw and the dog responds to the throw. I make the trigger happen, the dog responds to the trigger. If I am not attentive to the trigger, it might be working now, but whatever is happening before the trigger, the dog is starting to key on, right? So the trigger should be the disc coming out of the hand, right?
Thank you for all the awesome things you teach us, dancer.
Woo!
You're awesome. Starstruck.
Woo! Right? Isn't that cool? Yeah, awesome. Then I don't have to open up Brave all the way. That's good, because I'm scared. I'm super bummed about the thing I had planned. Tonight, 3 a.m., sometime between 12 and 3, California kids and Europeans, come hang out with me. I'm going to be playing around with some weird shit. All right, so the dog is, I start to go down, and the dog leaps. And I'm like, oh, fuck, and I make the throw. And it gets worse. It gets worse because when I get ready to make my throw, you see my heel come up? See that? I do this, and then I do this, and then I drop down. See that? There it is. That's the one I'm looking for. Right? See that little move there? The dog will start to go there. And then I go down. And now the dog is in my fucking face. And now I'm like having to do that kind of flip. Right? And people who are victims of the algorithm of the take, who think that they understand a trigger and think they understand, think about this. They think they understand a trigger, and the dog is in my face before I've thrown. That's not a trigger. You know what I mean? They think they understand the target, right? Yeah. The dog goes after the target. There's no target while it's in my hand. There's no target here. Now there's a target. That's a trigger, right? But there's no target here. So anybody who says they understand the target and their dog is quote unquote, rushing them, they clearly don't understand what a target is, right? Because it's not a target yet. Now it's a target. Or now it's a target, right? If I do this little heel move, right, before I make my throw, sorry, I should just, right, I do this little heel move before I throw, right, I'll get here and the dog will go. There's no target. What's the trigger? Well, the trigger hasn't happened. There can't be a target, right? Everything is broken then. You follow me? And Kim, please give me some feedback on that. I don't want to run too far through that. The dog will always find the earliest predictor. And if we're not diligent about understanding what our trigger is and ensuring that we deliver the trigger, right, and test the trigger, the dog will go earlier and earlier and earlier in the sequence, right? And usually what happens is, well, I won't do the usually thing. Anyway, so that over-aggression, see it? Thank you for the tip. Thank you for the tip, Alicia. We'll see you in class tomorrow night. Yeah, let me know if you're catching that, Kim. Got distracted by Alicia's exit and my technical difficulties and the tip thing working. That's kind of cool. It took a long time to figure out how to get a transparent video in the proper format. That was not That was not a simple task. Anyway, let's see. Oh, perfect. The aggression. So a lot of people would attribute that jumping of the target, that jumping of the trigger, right? Like I move my heel, I start down, the dog goes, dog's in my face, get off me, dog, right? That kind of flips that up. So nobody's good at targeting and timing, Kim. And you know what? That's not your fucking job. That is not your fucking job. That's the dog's job. That's the epiphany. That's the escape from being a slave to the algorithm of the take. That is the escape route. You are not responsible for targeting, and you are not responsible for the timing. Your responsibility is to put the target in the place immediately after you have triggered the skill. The end. Now all of a sudden timing is no fucking problem, right? So people who have a dog that jumps a flip, a gainer flip. If I throw the disc and my dog flies at me all the time, the dog is going before the disc has started to come up, right? The dog is going on a trigger that is not the disc coming out of the hand or not the disc going horizontal at the bottom, right? When they do that, when the dogs do that, people who are victims of the algorithm of the take chalk that up to drive, arousal, aggression, poor timing. Those are the things that are responsible for the dog flying at the disc too early, for the dog being too aggressive and flying at the disc too early, right? That is completely not even the right fucking planet to solve the problem, right? That fits the algorithm of the take. That fits the algorithm that says, I do this and I hold it up here and we have no interest in time whatsoever. Doesn't matter, you can do it whenever, right? And all I have to do is make sure I do this before the dog gets there. Right? And the dog will still pressure you and make you do it, right? So the dog learns that they get in here and they push and push and push and push, and eventually they're going to push and you're going to puke out that disc, right? All of that requires we have to time the dog. The dog is coming in and then we time it to hit the dog as he's coming in. That's the algorithm of the take. Right? But it's not even the right planet for solving the dog jumping the trigger, getting in your face, being over aggressive, being too drivey, all of those things we laid out, right? There's no solution in timing that will stop that from happening, right? There's no solution in timing. And all of the things that we ascribe that to are products of us always having done the take, right? And your comment here, yes, yep. So I do definitely need to work on this. I'm not good at the target and timing. The team, maybe the target's okay. Timing, probably not, right? The team probably has some timing issues. So here is what we're talking about. Now here's the fucking solution, guys. I think we need to establish a more reliable trigger. Ding, 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 right? Now, As soon as we recognize that this isn't the dog's aggression that's making him fly in, it is not the dog's drive that's making him go for the target early and rush me. It's not the dog's arousal that is having him up in my face, right? It's not my poor timing that makes the dog rush me and jump my vault and make me puke something out at any time. Or when I go, the dog stands there, right? Like the answer is, or the question is, does the dog know the trigger? Dog know the trigger? Oh yeah, knows the trigger. Okay, show me. And then they line up and they tell the dog top, and the dog flies in their face 3 times. Oh, he's just aggressive. Oh, he's really aroused. Right? The reason he's aggressive, the reason he's aroused in the thinking sense, right? In the theoretical sense, is because he doesn't know the trigger. And people think that they can't get a trigger because the dog is over aroused. Or, yeah, I got a trigger, it's this. And yet the dog is flying in their face the whole time before that. If it were a trigger, the dog wouldn't fucking fly in the face beforehand. Right? All right, Sage Paw, good to see you. Thanks a bunch. I appreciate the moderation work, and hope you have fun. See you soon. So yeah, and Kim, do you see how that understanding reframes everything? Right? Now here's the next thing. You need a strong trigger, good, reliable trigger that's honest. I recommend presentation of the back or the obstacle. Boom. That's a super hard trigger. Every dog goes on that, right? Unless you've taught them not to, right? Every dog goes on that. Boom, the dog goes. Boom, the dog goes. And if I'm standing here, the dog literally cannot jump me until I'm ready. Because that didn't happen. I'm holding the disc, I'm doing all this shit, right? That then happens. I wonder if I have that video of Epi. I have 2 videos on this. I'm probably going to pull out the Everly video here in a sec. Let me see here. No. I have this badass Epi thing. Gosh darn it. Let's see if this is it. Oh. All right, we'll do this. Oh no, let's do that. Epic field tagging, rut and hoop, that's a good one. Email, let me see, hopefully this is it. No, gosh darn it. It's a good one though. That trigger, it's super awesome. So that move right there. The trigger is for it to come out of my hand. He now moves. Right? Yeah. But that's not the video I want. Let me see if I can find that really. Squib. I don't know what we should do, Epi. Come here, Ep. I'll do this one. Yeah, yeah. So here, the reason that people struggle with the caught stall is because they're trying to make the throw. See that I made the throw right there. Look at his posture on the ground. He hasn't even begun to collect, and I've released already, right? He hasn't even begun to collect, and I have released already. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear that? I hope not. All right, let's shut that down. So, Epi has a great trigger, right? That is, oh, LinkedIn is open. That's interesting. Man, come on, stop, man. All right, I think I'm done with my distractions here now. So again, he is responding. So right now, Epi is responding to my throw. I have triggered it, right? I have triggered it with the release from the hand, right? And now he begins to respond. That is timing. That's not my fucking concern. My only concern is setting the trigger, delivering the target. Done. And I want to do that while the dog is on the ground, like here, right? So if you want a caught stall, you got to teach your dog to leave the ground for the target. So this vault, right? Watch when he goes. He's going to go the moment my legs bend. He's going because my legs bend, right? That's his response. I'm going to make the throw completely irrespective of what the fuck he's doing. I'm not looking, right? I'm not waiting to see if he's coming up. I've started the trigger. Now my job is to deliver the target. I've delivered apex in front of the catch point. That catch point is going to be halfway between the disc in my head and out in the blue space, I think. Right? So at apex way earlier, it's coming down, and he catches it on the way down. That's not normal. What I'm showing you here is that Epi is responding to the trigger. My timing of my throw is immediate. I'm releasing the disc. He's still on the ground. So with this, he collects in preparation for the target, right? In preparation for the collection that he's doing is to the target, right? So that idea, when you're a victim of the algorithm of the take, right? You don't understand that the dog is collecting for the target because, you know, the target's been there for fucking ever, right? The idea of time is not in there. We do all this work eliminating time with our foundation of the takes and, you know, good trigger and whatnot, right? And then we don't have to worry about timing. But if we just do the take and we don't realize that there's a trigger involved, or we think we got the trigger, right? It works for the first few weeks, but the dog starts to see what's happening and figure out something you're doing right before you do the thing, and then they're coming up. Now you don't have a trigger, and your placement of the target, there's no time involved. Time is not even a factor. I could literally hold it up here and just wait for you. And sometime you'd go get it when you got tired, when you wanted it, right? And then here's the really fucked up part. And once you do that as your foundation, then all you try and do is figure out how to time it. I'm late. Is that early enough? I'm late. Don't be late. How's your timing? Oh yeah, my timing was off. It's not your timing, man. It's the fact that the trigger and the target are not understood. Epi has collected, let me back that up a couple of frames. Epi has collected for a visible target. That whole operation of loading up and getting ready and responding to my trigger has been oriented to the target. That's why I can make a 3-meter throw, right? A 3-meter throw, not looking at my dog, right? Behind me, and have a high likelihood of a catch, right? So hopefully that video right there kind of busts the idea of the dog being aggressive versus not having a trigger. Again, Epi is leaving the ground for the target. There's the trigger. From the trigger, he will collect. With the target visible, his collection is purpose-driven towards the target. Everything works. His collection, look at it, he's pegged on the disc, right? His collection from the ground is purposeful and knowledge-filled from the ground. So that's what a vault is. And that's why you can't time your vault. And my solution is fuck timing. Get a trigger, have the dog respond to the trigger, deliver the target. Be done with it. You can do that every time. So I have a question. When do you throw to have good timing on a vault? And you guys can try and answer it in the chat if you want, but you're not going to, because there is no answer, right? Unless you say before the dog leaves the ground, that would be poorly timed, right? But everybody who's really frustrated about timing is, no, the dog didn't leave the ground. It's really obvious, right? As soon as you change from how do I get on time? Am I late? Don't be late. Make sure you throw it early. Early is all over my blog, all over. The whole being late thing is mine, right? As soon as you realize it isn't about being late or timing at all, it's about a trigger and an immediate target placement. Immediate efficient meaning, not like puke it out there, right? Top, boom, pow. I don't give a shit what the dog's doing, right? Not my job. I trigger, he responds. I trigger, I throw. He responds, he targets. That's how that shit goes, right? Soon as you get off of time and get to that point, now you make a throw and you say, oh, was I early or late? I don't know. Did your dog leave the ground for the target? You got a clear answer. When you have throw it earlier or don't be late, right, as the answer, then you don't have a time. There is no time that you can hit. When is the exact moment? How many milliseconds? What's your tolerance of mistake? Can you miss by 8 milliseconds? 6, right? And even there, you're still only giving yourself how much can I miss by? There's no answer to when to throw in terms of time, right? Did the dog leave the ground for the target, yes or no? I trigger, you respond. I deliver the target, you target the target. I trigger, response, target, target. That shit's over. Did the dog leave the ground for the target? I don't know, look at the video. No, okay, then you were late. We could say late. But I don't even like to do that. I would say, okay, so let's throw the next one so the dog leaves the ground for the target. Soon as you get rid of time, man, all that shit is gold. All that shit is gold. All right, so I think we should be good there. Super, super big thing for you, Kim. I hope it continues to be helpful. Doodly-doo. Oh no. Oh good. All right, so let me do a patron shout out real quick. Oh wait. Weird. That is weird. Huh. Sorry, it's the right song. There we go. We'll do it properly this time. All right. It would not be happening without you guys, man. Really, really do appreciate that. All right, so let's see. Yeah, experience and confidence come from knowledgeable success. It's not just success that makes it. It's the understanding that you can make success happen, right? It's the success that you can be successful and not be confident completely. You can be successful and not have a good experience, right? And if you are successful and you didn't know how it worked, you don't have much confidence and you don't have much experience. If you're successful, if you were unsuccessful but you knew how it worked, you have experience and your confidence might be a little shaky, right? If you're successful and you know how it works, you're confident and experienced, right? I think delivering the clear understanding of what's happening. Back when I started playing 25 years ago this year, 25 years, woo, Big Mo. Me and Mo were just starting to rock at this point in time. Sorry, nostalgia, man. That's terrible. Every time I have a nostalgia moment, I lose my shit. I totally forgot what I was talking about. Yeah, anyway. Oh, marking. So back in the day, none of us knew what was happening. You know, and there weren't a lot of people playing because none of us knew what the fuck to do, and there was no YouTube and no answers. You know, you had to figure it out on your own. You could write a letter to somebody. When I started, the internet had just started, so there were listservs that you could find if you were lucky. I mean, fuck, Google wasn't even really a thing then. It was still Alta Vista, if I recall correctly, at that point in time. Anyway, but back in the day, we didn't know what we were doing, right? And so that was really hard to keep people around and to keep them playing because they didn't know what they were doing, right? And it's hard to be confident and gain experience if you don't know what you're doing. So there's a lot of turnover earlier, right? Over the years, the understanding of training and communication got much better. So the dogs today are generally much more hip to what's happening, right? To the basic mechanics of the game. They drop on cue. They do a bunch of things that they know they're doing, right? But even so, there's a shit ton of stuff that we do that we don't know we're doing, right? Yeah, I remember those days. They were great. They were great. Thank you, Amber. Next, so I wrote about 2,000 words on the algorithm of the take. I have, I'm pretty sure this algorithm stuff is going to go into the, my DiscDog Alchemy book. So, let me see here, the algorithm of the take. I'm going to get, So we have the algorithm of the back chain, the algorithm of the pattern, the algorithm of you, the algorithm of the metaphor. And what I'm talking about there is the calculations we go through naturally or as a product of how we do those things, right? The variables we define as important and assign functions to, right? Those choices and that algorithm, right? The way that you did it, the way it's set up, the types of methods you employed, etc., completely hide everything but that stuff. Right? So with the algorithm of the take, the idea that a trigger is important, completely not really known. Should be. But because time isn't a factor and we can make it happen and we can have so much success early on just by making the hand go up there at the right time, right? We don't recognize it. And man, you know, every time I do the take, dude, we fucking rock it. So that shit's working. Why can't I throw it? Why does he scratch me when I throw it, right? The algorithm of the take hides all the shit that the take is not doing. And I think it's important to get out of that frequently, right? But anyway, Amber, I'm probably going to have, this will be the part of the alchemy book, I think, actually. So my next book, for those of you guys who care, is DiscDog Alchemy. And it's kind of a natural science take, a pseudoscience take on Frisbee. I'm going to look at it, look at Frisbee through kind of 18th century steampunk, cool, smart, Leonardo da Vinci kind of way, right? That's my goal. And I think this stuff fits it. So anyway, should have a book coming soon. All right, night, Kim. Yeah, Cupcake's a beast. Cupcake is a beast. She doing it. All right, let me pull this down. I think I'm going to play a video real quick. I'm going to run inside and load up my coffee. And then I'll be right back. And we'll do a little cupcake stuff to close us out. And meme roll number 4 again to close us out. New meme rolls tomorrow. Fingers crossed, I hope I get that done. And my super special thing that choked up and broke down my computer this evening, fingers crossed, we'll have it. And I'll be doing some stuff tonight if anybody wants to hang out and show up. So let's see, what is, let's take a look. Is this the same vault toss? Precision and accuracy. So while
a consistent vault toss is critical for safe and successful vault.
While you guys are watching this, take a look at how the apex early is utilized and how the apex is utilized. When I'm throwing vertically, right, I'm just doing the apex. When I'm throwing the actual vault toss, I want to apex and drop down on it, right? I demonstrate some lateral, they're called two-plane tosses, one plane going up, one plane going forward, two-plane toss. So when you make a two-plane toss, which is what you do for the vault to get the distance away from your body, right? It's one plane up, you got to go 3 feet up, 4 feet out, or something like that. Two planes, X and Y. Once you start throwing the two-plane toss, the tendency is to try and apex it, to hit at the target, right? It's usually due to fear, lack of confidence in the throw, which we addressed earlier. And, you're going to see that. I'm going to demonstrate that when I'm hitting the can. So take a look at that. I'll be right back, and then we'll do some cupcake stuff. Here we go.
Performance. If you can't reliably hit the target to within 4 inches 95% of the time, you have no business vaulting. A consistent, reliable vault toss is absolutely critical to safe and successful vaulting. Proper vaulting technique and principles mean nothing without precise and consistent placement. Precision and accuracy from 3 positions: neutral, frontal position, clock, left to right, counterclock, right to left. Just hitting it is not enough. It needs to hang out there for a while. Notice how little time the disc is around the target. Hover it. Drop onto the target. The disc rises above and drops onto the target. Notice how long the disc hovers on and around the target. Short stroke plus high release equals more precision. A short stroke with a high release increases precision and accuracy and reduces latency at the expense of separation.
Ah, there it is. Funny. All right, back. Change of plans. Change of plans. ShamWow. Get some better action here, hopefully. Hopefully I don't break anything. How's that looking? Oh. Whoa. Yeah, hang on. I'll send you guys a. I'll send you guys a photo, or I'll throw a photo up here. It's awesome. I made a meme. We'll just hang out, watch puppies for a few. Hey, puppies, come on. Do something exciting. So yeah, check this. It's a great meme. Downloads. Here we go. It is Puppy Cam. So yeah, this is what happened the last time they played here. Cupcake, Bubble Girl #1, ShamWow. That's what it looks like after they play most of the time. Let's see, we'll zoom in, shoot over there. There we go. What's up, Bisquick, old lady? Cupcake! Cupcake! Come on, Big Mama. Not happening in here. I got a good recall on her while playing, right? Whoa. Whoa. Yeah. Let's get some action in here. Get some action. Well, can't compete with puppy play, and they're not getting together very often these days. It's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. They're like estranged sisters in the same house. It's very sad. All right, come on, pups. Pup, 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 pup. Hang on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Easy, cheetahs. Easy. Easy. Get back. Cupcake. ShamWow. Cupcake. ShamWow. Come on, ladies. Come on, guys. Let's go, go, go. All right, it's on now. King. Whoa. Whoa. What's up, Grasshopper? Yeah, you tell him. What's up, Jeep? King. Easy. 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 I know. He's a dumbass. I think that's super, super interesting. Grasshopper. Let's go. Jeep. King. All right, now, how to do this. Come here, puppies. Good man. Oh my gosh. OMG. Let's go, ladies. Whoa. Come on, Cupcake. Let's go. Cupcake. Let's go, go, go. Come on. Grasshopper, easy. Go suck, suck. Cupcake, come on. Sorry guys, not very exciting in there now. Cupcake. Come on, Cup. Or ShamWow. Come on, Shammy. Let's go. All right, try again. I'll bring her up to the camera and show you her. She's super sweet. Although I think you got a good look at her right there, right? Come here. Come here. Whoa, look at you. Look at you. Yeah. And she's just a little frickin' tank, guys. Like complete little tank. Oh, hang on, let me get rid of that overlay. Here we go, you ready? Whoa. Yeah, no, you ready? Cup, or ShamWow? Yes, good girl. Too exciting for attention. Too exciting. Hi, King, you're very good. Okay, so let me swap puppies out. I'll do a little jamming with, you know what? Yeah, I will. I'll do a little jamming with Puppy. Cupcake. Yes, let's go, Cupcake. Come on. Come on. Cupcake. Oh, gosh, so... It's not, it's, yes. April just asked if I'm having fun wrangling these two puppies. And it's actually not the puppies. Actually not the puppies. It's the big beasts that are supposed to do the right job that are not doing that. All right, so flirt pole toys, I don't know, what should we do? Whoa. See you. You ready? Do you want to do it? All right, where are those? Ooh, these are big. These are big. Where are the little ones? Where are those little ones? I don't know. All right. So we'll do just a little bit of bite work, rollers, stuff like that. See if King will stay here. Cupcake. Yay. Whoa. Excuse me. King, up. King, go. Go, up. Yes, good. You ready? Good. I'm pretty bullish on her catching here. Yeah. Yes, good girl. Whoa. Pretty bullish on that. I saw that coming while I was throwing at the net. Whoa, yeah, that's awesome. So I don't even need to bridge the take anymore. Bang, yes, good work. Whoa, she is such an advanced catcher. Whoa. So we can see here, actually, this would be kind of an expression of the algorithm of the take, right? But notice that what I'm doing with my take here is that I'm hitting, right? With the bite, I want to bang, hit, right? Turn a little more this way. Ready? You ready? So when I offer this bite, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh, come on, you got to stick with it. Bang, yes, right? I want to bang, hit it there. That's the thing, bang, that's going to get her fired up. Bang, right? And so when I make the throw, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the throw kind of the same way for a tiny little puppy like this. I'm going to put it real close to where she thinks it's going to be. Ows, yes, good. Whoa. And we see all this kind of stuff. That's all right, she's puppy. Her being fooled, yes, good. Her being fooled is how she's going to learn to respect that, right? The algorithm of the take as well. So with Kim's problem, her dog being fooled and making a mistake on the vault and figuring out that a trigger is key. So, ready? Come on around. Right? Her figuring out that a trigger is key is important, right? And the dog, in order for that to happen, has to not get the vault done well. Ows. Yes, good girl. Whoa, that dog. Ows. Yes. Yes, good girl. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, look at her. Look at her. Ows. Yes. Whoa, she is super duper terrific. Yeah. Ready? Yes, good girl. Ows. Ows. Yes. Ows. Yes. So when she misses, she's not getting a mark from me anymore. Ows. Come on. Yes. Right? And the energy game has dropped, the energy level has dropped, right? It's okay. She's missed. Yes! Oh my gosh, that was amazing! Holy cow, you ready? You ready? Get over there. Get that, get it. And she missed. It's okay. Right? Totally okay. Are you ready? Yes! Oh my gosh, that was so awesome! Yeah, you ready? Get that one. Yes! Oh my gosh, that was so awesome! Ows. Yes, let's go this way. Yes. Nothing for that one. This feedback in terms of energy level of the game, intensity of the handler. Yes! Oh my gosh, that was great! Yeah, good. Is what's going to teach her that it's worth it to catch it. Right? Again, she missed, so there's no nothing here. Mine? Yes, I think it's also why we like that working off the drop so much. Out. House, yes. Yeah, oh no, that was terrible. That was rough. House, yes. Yes, good girl! King, don't do it. Yes, good man. That was great, King. Oh, look at her. Look at her. Look at her, King. That was awesome. So, remember when I was talking about while and not marking the dog? That decision there by King to stay up there, really nice one to mark. Oh, it's out there. Go get it. What happened? I can't reach it. Can't reach it. I'm gonna go get some water. I'm really tired from playing with my sister. Yep. Yep. That changing. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. That changing of the energy level. Ouse, or mine. Yeah, oh. Ouse. Yes. All right, now I'm getting to the point now where, ouse, I got to do something to make this catch happen, right? We've had these, and the behavior is really sliding. Yes. Yes, oh my gosh, that was great. Good job. So I'll tug her up. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Ouse. Yes. Yes, good girl. Ouse. Yes. Ooh, ooh. She's like, oh, there's a cookie down there. Did you get it? Are we good now? Yep, and we're going way too long here. Ready. Yes, good. Ouse. Yes. What? Get out of there. All right, go to dog stuff. That's it. That's it. I broke her. Broke her. Greedy bitch training. Greedy bitch training. King, off. Yes, good man. Great work. Awesome. Go to dog stuff. All right, I'm going to go through chat here, go through a couple of the questions. Dude, don't do that. Dude, don't do that. That's a good idea. I like that. I like that, King. Really good decision. Yeah. All right. Okay, so chat. Whoa, easy, cheetah. Boom, pow. All right. Let's see what we got. Me and Amber hanging out, talking. The wool rings, I think April got them from Amazon. The wool rings are fucking awesome, man. They're great toys. Super awesome for puppies. She is amazing. The amazing marshmallow cupcake. Thank you, Amber. It is a pretty good example of that skill. And hopefully you guys all were able to see the change in my energy level when she didn't catch and when she caught. And the tendency is especially with a puppy, right? We saw her kind of slowing down the hill, right? In terms of her wanting to do it and being successful. I needed to change gears there, right? I needed to get some success, so I went to the bite, right? And that would have ramped her back up, but I'm pretty sure she was tired from playing WoW and she was doing other shit today. So she was a little tired, and you know, she jammed with ShamWow for 10, 15 minutes and did a whole bunch of shit today with the dogs. Probably not a good time to be challenging her. Yeah? I wouldn't doubt it. Whoa, King, look at you. King, you are such a role model. He's a role model. All right, I love how the flirt pole's just hanging there. Okay, so I am going to, look at that. I'm going to play meme roll number 4, play us out. Yeah. Yep, we all got struggles. We all got struggles. Some of us just are aware of them. Some of us don't care. Some of us know that's life. Yep. Life is a struggle, and sometimes awesome things happen. That's the way we should be looking at it. It's way easier to be happy that way, let me tell you. All right, so I'm going to play us out with meme roll number 4. Here we go. Maybe? No. No. Yep. Definitely hook up with us on Patreon, guys. Teaching this stuff live 2 times a week. 2 times a week. And you get access to other goodies too, which is kind of cool. How good King is. That guy. My mic dying? No, I'm still good. All right. Thank you, Amber. Appreciate the kind words. man. Oh, ruined. Ruined. We'll be doing this tomorrow with practical. So I'll have King and Epi, maybe Marty McFly here, and I'll be taking this stuff and making it practical and trying to make it make sense in, you know, something other than me fucking talking about weird shit. Biscuit. See you guys. Have fun.